Hey everyone, Greta here. Today we are going to talk about how to balance without a wall when you're in either a pincha or a handstand. The stage where you are very comfortable with the wall and you start to be able to balance maybe like 1 or 2 seconds away from the wall and you want to start weaning away from it, then that is I think the most challenging part. It's very tormenting because it's very frustrating as well because it's always a hit and miss, and you are always trying to find a way how to balance without the wall, but then you're always leaning into it. It's always that conflict. So what we are going to do today is we are going to introduce a new prop, and which is a cushion. You can use a cushion or a blanket or a stuffed toy. If you do use a block, I find the block a little bit awkward, so try to find something soft. This applies to both handstand and pincha, and I'll be demoing in a handstand. The biggest problem with people in this stage is that they tend to jump over, like the legs would actually hit the wall and then they would try to get away from the wall after they touched it. So for this one, when you're always jumping over, that means that without the wall, you'll be falling. You're not really training the base properly. You're not really making the shoulders work as much as they should. So this is what we're gonna target today. We'll be jumping into like an L shape or a tuck or one leg tucked. The prop will be using, for me, I'll be using a cushion. When you use a prop, you'll be putting the prop between the thigh and the belly, making sure that you're putting it close to the knee and not to the hip crease, because when in the hip crease, it's just kind of stuck there, so it won't really do the job properly. You actually want to move it closer to the knee so that the thigh has to do more work to pull it into the belly. You actually don't really need a wall, but then just, if you feel that having a wall is like a safety net you feel more comfortable with, then by all means go ahead. But your aim is, or actually you shouldn't be, if you're doing it properly, you won't touch the wall. What you do, place the prop in between, actually on top of your thigh. So when you are here, okay, you want to set up like this. So placing it between the thigh and the belly, and it's your jumping leg, which is the bottom leg. So for me as the handstand, it's the same as pincha. You just keep the gaze at one point, right? And then the top leg is my right leg. What I want to do is just to kick up, keeping the cushion in between my thigh and the belly, so I don't want it to drop, okay? The top leg is not really moving at all, it's the bottom leg that does the jumping, okay? So what you want to do is firm up the shoulders, okay? Broaden the upper back, feel the arms pushing the floor away, little hop and down, hop and down. What you want to do is just find that balance point, feeling it light. You're not aiming to touch the wall at all, okay? So here you go. In the beginning, when you're doing this, I can guarantee you feel very frustrated. You would actually hate me because you would feel that you don't know how to jump. You cannot jump up. You feel that nothing is working. You feel very lost. And if you do kick up, chances are the cushion will go flying. Okay, and that is because your body is so used to using the lower back probably, and too much power to kick, okay? When we are kicking up into an inversion pincha or handstand, because we want to balance, and using the shoulders and the lower abdomen requires a lot of effort. The lower back, the role of the upper back, actually the lower back is to do forward folds and back bending. So by flicking that lower back to bring the legs up is actually a lot more easier than using that push in the shoulders, that push in the arms and shoulders, and really make the base broad and solid a lot more easier. So that's why a lot of people tend to kick over and then they come back out. What we're doing right now is to eliminate that lower back. Don't move. So it's all in the push, okay, pincha or handstand, feeling the upper back is broad, and you need to feel the lower abdomen engaging so that you can actually balance. If not, then you would go back down to the floor. The role of this prop is just for you to bear in mind that, oh, the belly and the thigh must touch. Because if no prop, and if you're doing this in the beginning, chances are you'll be like this. The thigh, or actually the knee, will be aiming up to the sky as well. And it's actually very easy to, again, kick over. Okay? It's very, very hard to keep the belly and the thigh together without any prop. Of course, you can, if you're like, I don't like that bent knee thing, you can use straight legs. But then straight legs is a lot more harder because chances are the bottom leg will go flying as well. So even though this variation of handstand or a pincha requires a lot more effort, a lot more strength, but it does what you want. It helps you and guides you to move away from the wall. As you can see, with all those times with my the prop between my thigh and the belly, not once I actually touched the wall. Again, it's frustrating, but it's worth that frustration because once you get over it, you would be very, very more solid in your inversion, and you feel so much more confident. All right, so give it a try. Let me know how it goes, and I'll see you again soon. Good luck. Take it easy.